Welcome back to Axel's Garage. This is video number 2. We're back in Axel's East. Got the Yukon XL up on the lift, and we hope we have a good transfer case. It seems like nobody really knows what the deal is with these transfer cases, and we had to do a lot of research so that we didn't buy the wrong one again. Because everybody that we called up, we told them we had an 03, and they asked us, well, does it have the push button selector or a manual selector for the transfer case? And we said it's push button. Oh yeah, I got one. And then we go look at it, and it ain't it. It's the same one that we bought originally. And what the difference is, in 03, they started with what GM called Autotrac or something like that, and there's that auto feature. So instead of being a 2 high, a 4 high, and a 4 low, there's an auto, a 2 high, a 4 high, and a 4 low. Well, the one with that auto is a different transfer case. Internally, it's a different unit. It's got a different encoder, and it's got different wiring. Now, we believe from our research, 03 and above seem to all be the same, and 02 and below are the same with regard to the push button ones. I don't know for sure. Everybody that we spoke to and we called around on Craigslist, they had no idea because they thought all the push buttons were the same. So we almost had quite a few, and then finally we found the guy all the way in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Nice, honest guy. Sent me pictures of his encoder, sent me pictures of the wiring plugs, made sure it was the right one, went out there. It was a nice unit, still had fluid in it, so it didn't wear through, what we showed you in the previous video where it wears through. And now hopefully our screw up buying the wrong unit can be corrected today, putting in this unit that we got. It had fluid in it, it looked good. The story behind it was in a total wreck, but the transmission and transfer case went under warranty with 35,000 miles on the truck, so it was a GM rebuild. This unit's supposed to have around 80 to 90,000 miles on it when the truck was wrecked, so plus the 35 that it originally had, but it was rebuilt at 35 and it had the GM stickers on it. He had pictures of the units when they were together with the transmission, and he seemed like a nice old timer who had a little like mom and pop wrecking yard where they parted out all kinds of cars and trucks. They had a lot of square body stuff there, but it was all rotted, so nothing we could buy. So now we're going to try to get this thing up and in. It was pretty straightforward coming out. We're hoping it's as straightforward going back in again. Probably the only difficulty is getting all those wiring connections hooked up. So we're going to count when we got it down how many we got to get hooked up so that we know how many got to get hooked up when we're doing it blind and it's installed. Because we only got 2 of us here. Our third guy that was plugging and unplugging for us as we were taking it down couldn't make it today. So here we go with 2 guys, you know. Okay. All right, so we're going to put the tail up, right? Got it?
Yeah.
That bottom
shaft. Should be good. Yep, good.
Go back up or with it?
No, you go there. Good.
Oh, you tripped over there. What the hell, man? Stop fucking turning it off.
I gotta talk.
I'm gonna say cock, bull, shit,
You
fuck.
can say cop balls all you want because that won't get edited out. The music. All right, so to slide the transfer case in, what we did was we jacked up the transmission as high as we could get it. Took the transfer case, as you saw, put the tail end up over this cross member that holds the torsion springs, and then slid it forward, got it into place. Torsion springs?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, I don't think so either.
And then we put the bolts on. It was a little wiggling. Had to turn the drive shaft in order to get the splines to line up. We did put just a finger smear of silicone on that gasket between the transfer case and the transmission, just to, I don't know.
Is that a Jewish
to
smear?
Hope. It's a finger smear.
So that's a Jewish smear?
We're hoping things don't leak. So now we're tightening these 6 15-millimeter nuts. Tighten them up. I'm sure there's a torque spec. It's right now our torque spec is
Good and tight.
good and tight. Good and
It's
tight.
German.
It's German? Okay. And then we're gonna, once this is tight, we're gonna lower it down until it hits this back cross member so that we can make all our electrical connections. We got 3 2-prong electrical connections, the one big one for the encoder and then the vent tube. Make sure the wires are tied up and out of the way so that they don't burn or wear out or wear on something, and we can throw the drive shafts back in. Cross member, tranny mount, and we're home free, hopefully. See, now here's where I'm worried. These are all the same.
No, but they're at different lengths. Don't be worried. Why don't you do the drive shaft?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're all at different lengths. This one is the one on that side. This is the crossover on this side like this, and this is the one at the back.
At the back?
At this side.
At the back, like the back of the unit.
Yeah.
And this is the, okay.
Yeah, I got it. I'll take care of it. We're gonna find out.
Oh no, this is another little one. Oh, this is a backwards little one. Wait a minute. This one is opposite this.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Yeah, but I didn't see that anywhere.
Might have been on the truck.
Well, maybe this one, yeah.
Oh, this is this. That's why I can't put it in there.
What?
Give me a flat. I got it. I got one. Hold the light for a second, right here. Something's off.
So, all right. So after everything's bolted up, it is kind of a reach and a fight to wrap those wires and to get them to lay the right way, to make sure they're not against anything. And it did take a good 10 to 15 minutes just getting those wires to sit right up top so that they're not leaning on anything. They're kind of twisted in the harness from the factory, so you got to kind of find that twist where it's supposed to be so they plug in nice, there's no tension on them, and they're up and out of the way, and there's a couple little clippy dicky things that to hold it in place up top. So once you find that layout, which takes a little bit of trial and error, then you got that in. While Mark was doing that, I put the back drive shaft in. Couldn't put the front drive shaft in because we still have the transmission jacked up as high as it'll go, just to give us a little extra access. So now what I'm going to do is put that cross member in, and once I get the cross member in and I can take this stand out of the way, then I have enough room to get that front drive shaft in. While I'm doing that, he's snaking his arms up and going to try to figure out how to get that vent hose on, because that vent hose is a little bit, you got to get both hands up there, one to hold the little plastic elbows so you don't snap it off, and the other one to push the hose in. So you got to be a little bit of a contortionist to get this job done, that's for sure.
Fuck this fucking phone. Well. No. Should do it too.
I know that, but we got to get one side and the other.
Huh?
You got to hold back one side,
Why?
because it'll just spin if you don't hold it back.
Where you going? Outside or inside?
Inside.
What?
Inside.
You think you're going inside? Yeah. Okay, good.
Ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
This 13 it's only getting on halfway, that's why it's slipping off. That's how we took it off.
I can get on the outside one. I don't know if I can get on the inside one.
That's how we took it off. Where are you?
I'm on the outside.
Wait. Okay. One of those Facebook groups I belong to started talking about it, and there was like hundreds and hundreds of posts of people saying they've been using it their entire life. But they never buy any kind of penetrating oil.
Channel lock.
No, Channel Lock's a brand.
It says channel locks. So.
Okay, we're having an argument. What are these pliers called? Now, I know some people call them slip joint pliers, but so are the other ones. The other ones are slip joint pliers too. Hang on. I call them water pump pliers. Why, I don't know, but I call them water pump pliers. And Dum Dum,
Weird.
he calls them Channel Locks. But Channel Locks is a brand name. We're not talking about brand names. What are the pliers called?
Straight jaw tongue and groove plier on the channel lock page.
Straight jaw, tongue and groove plier.
They
Yeah.
call it.
Right, so they don't call it channel locks.
But on the channel lock page.
Well, because that's the brand. Look up a different brand. It won't be on the channel lock page if you look up a different brand.
What?
You heard me.
I don't understand what you're saying. It's not. They call it a straight something slip jaw. Fucking.
Right, they don't call it channel locks.
Who?
Hey.
And tongue and groove pliers.
What are they?
Yeah, tongue and groove pliers.
Just
The lugs aren't a
just to be
21.
sure, they're not the other truck, the 21. What are those?
7/8.
Sure, not metric? Or you just don't have a big metric to try?
No, 21's right here. It doesn't fit. 7/8 and 21 is two really big differences.
Oh, yeah, 7/8 is bigger.
A lot bigger.
So you're using the wrong size socket.
I'm gonna shove the socket up your ass.
I'm telling you, you're using the wrong size socket.
Oh, what the fuck did you shut that off for?
Okay.
This old fuck shutting off my fucking music.
I know. They're not called channel locks.
No, they're called straight jaw tongue and groove
Right.
pliers.
Now
If you
look
want
up
to
water
let
pump
them know.
pliers.
If you want to let them know.
No, I don't want to
He
let them
doesn't
know
even
nothing.
care. He just wants to be right.
Look up water pump
He doesn't
pliers.
care about anything.
I want to see where
I
water
wanna
pump
be right.
pliers. No.
I just want to be right.
I want to see where
I'm
water.
always right.
I want to see where water pump
I
pliers.
just have to be right.
All right, so this one here at the bottom is your drain.
Mister, I just have to be right.
The one there is the fill. So we pumped the blue, special blue GM Transfercase fluid, and he's got to do that all the time.
Of course.
Until it started coming out similar to like when you fill a diff, and now we're full of fluid. Dum Dum's making out to the tire there. I don't know why he hugs it when he puts it on. What size are those lugs?
48.27 millimeters.
He's an ass.
Oh, there's
Grab what?
a stand to get back to Louis.
Oh. All right, the good news is it started up. Got no codes. Gonna take it for a ride, and hopefully we're okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy that I
Cock balls.
Schmegma.
All right, test drive a success. No check engine light, no four-wheel drive lights. It smells like Indian food because we spilled training fluid on the cross member, and the training fluid burner off. For some reason, it smells like Indian food. But anyway, we cleared out Axles East. Got two project vehicles pulled back in. These are for potential future projects. There's a Wrangler back there and an old Scout right here. We might be doing something with these in the future. But anyway, the Yukon XL's done. This time it was a success. Last time, epic fail with the wrong transfer case. A little more research, a little more knowledge, and things worked out great. And now we get to clean this truck up because that 2003 Yukon XL, which is a great truck. Absolutely love it. That was my wife's daily driver. That one is going for sale here at Axles. So we'll be getting rid of that one too. We're cleaning house at Axles Garage. Approaching 1,000 subscribers. Big announcement when we hit that 1,000. So please, if you like the video, if you like what we're doing here at Axles Garage, hit that subscribe button and subscribe, because at 1,000, we got a great big announcement. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to do it. And can't wait to get started with what we got in plans for the future of Axles Garage. And as always, thanks for watching.